Claxton here, and today's tutorial is going to be a little bit different than the other tutorials showing you how to do certain things. Today's tutorial is going to be to show you how to protect yourself and not get your account stolen from you by the schemes that are going on in Twitterville. So what happened the last couple of days here on Twitterville was that folks were getting their accounts just literally stolen from them because they were inputting their information in a fake Twitter login page. Now, how did it all happen? Well, for me, what happened was I got two direct messages from folks that said, hey, there was something funny about you on this blog I read. Here, check it out. Now, since Twitter and Firefox and everybody at Google Land got involved and shut this down, I won't be able to actually show you the page, but I'm going to simulate what happened. This is the link that was in the direct message that was sent to me right here. So if you were to click on this link, I'm going to show you something about that later. You were supposed to be directed to this blog, which it looks pretty safe, right? But you weren't. You were directed to a Twitter lookalike page, just like this one here. And so basically, you would input your information in again. And that's where the scheme took off. Because they would rob your account. They would basically take your user ID, change your password, and now they're sending out more and more messages. And I'm telling you right now, I truly believe there were thousands upon thousands of people who fell for this trick. Now let me show you something. When I saw this page and I said to myself, wait a minute, if I'm already signed into Twitter and I just hit a link that says go to this blog spot, then why in the world would I end up back here? So I looked up at the URL. Of course, it didn't look like this. It looked just like this. HTTP blogger twit.access.login. And I'm thinking, well, Twitter doesn't need to have all these different pages to get you to log into their home page. So I said, this has got to be bogus. And then as soon as I did that, I got another direct message from somebody else that said the same thing. And I said, oh my God, these people are getting their accounts robbed. So jumped on the little Twitter help area, went over to Get Satisfaction, logged the report on it. I think I was the second person to do that, and within 30 minutes there was a post up that Twitter had placed. It said that they're working on it, they're all over it, they're aware, thanks to myself and one other individual, I think. Anyway, and then later that day, this warning came about where you see this here. This is now probably going to be permanently placed on Twitter homepage. So this warning was here, and folks were, informed not to go to sign in again once they've already signed in. So folks, you got to be careful. You got to think about what you're doing, and don't just take everything as, oh, they must have kicked me out. Look at the URL, study the URL, take your time. It doesn't hurt to do that, because a lot of people out there have their sign in username and password the same for their email, and that is just wrong. What you want to do is you want to have a couple of different passwords that you can use on different username accounts. That way you kind of stay ahead of the game and get yourself maybe a software program that helps you store your passwords and usernames for each different account that you have. I noticed that a lot of these login sites are also adding what's known as an OpenID, and you can Google that to find out more about the OpenID. Well, here it is right here, openid.net. There are a couple of different ones. I just Googled this and pulled it up, but basically it allows you to have a single digital ID that goes to multiple accounts. And it's really a cool situation, because this here will protect your pertinent information, and you can use it on a lot of different applications. So again, a lot of companies are web sites are starting to have that open ID where you can store log in that way, as opposed to putting a username and password in. So Google it, read up about it, and maybe get yourself an open ID account. It's really a fantastic tool. I got one, but just a lot of sites are not really adding them to their login process, but in the next year or so you're going to see a lot of that taking place. So just a quick recap, what you want to do is when you get direct messages, whether it's through Facebook, whether it's through Twitter or emails, and someone's asking you to log in with your username and ID, check the URL and make sure it is in fact the site you want to be on. That is the surest way to take a look. Now, I was pretty happy to see that Twitter jumped all over it and did some great things. And in terms of blocking this and preventing it from getting any worse than it did. And Firefox also did something really outstanding. Let me show you what they did. If you click on this link right here, this is what Firefox did. They totally blocked the site. I mean, that's incredible that Firefox did this. I don't know what that Internet Explorer, what they did. I don't think much of anything, but I could be wrong. You know, I know it's a lot of IE lovers out there. I just happen to be a Firefox fan, and Chrome did some wonderful things too. Now, here's what Google did. Google just deleted their account, and I'll show you that in a second. So if you were to go to this URL and hit it in, hit enter, you would see that Blogger, they removed the Blogspot account, period. And so these are the things that the whole community out there, people like yourself, people like me, and the systems and platforms that we use will work together to make sure that this doesn't spread like wildfire, as such it did quickly, but not as quickly and as bad as it could have done. So I'd be interested to know if anybody knows anyone who had friends on Twitter who lost their accounts. What did Twitter do? Did Twitter just reissue a password for them so they can log back in, or did they just totally lose their account? So on this video, if you wouldn't mind, leave a few comments as to what you know, what you've experienced, and I greatly appreciate it. This is Ralph Claxton with LearningThis.com. Make it a great one. And sorry folks, I'm slurring a little bit, but it's been a long night. It's 1 o'clock and I've been up for almost 29 hours straight. Yeah. Okay, anyway, bye.